Welcome to episode 11 of Frequently Asked Questions about Natural Migraine Relief, where we're going to talk about migraines, red wine, and the quercetin effect. Hi, Jeff Baker here again as your physician host for Frequently Asked Questions about Natural Migraine Relief for Women. Today I'm going to answer another question from the class where one of my Natural Migraine Relief course members asked, I hear that red wine has health benefits, but that it could also make my migraines worse. Is this true, and why? To answer this, we have to target one of my favorite supplements as a potential villain in the infamous red wine headache syndrome. Even those who do not enjoy this adult beverage should read on to understand the quercetin connection to migraines. For some people, drinking red wine, even in small amounts, can trigger a migraine. Typically, this red wine headache can occur within 30 minutes to 3 hours after drinking as little as a small glass of wine. What's interesting is that this can hold true even for those who don't get headaches when drinking small amounts of non-red wine, beer, or spirits. And a recent study I listed just below at the University of California at Davis explains in greater detail how this can happen. Let's begin this discussion by talking about the French paradox, where wine-drinking French folks had lower heart disease despite their relatively high-fat diet. It was thought that polyphenols and flavonoids from the wine can be protective to offset arterial plaquing from oxidized fats. One of these flavonoids is quercetin, which has multiple potential health benefits and is readily available as a nutritional supplement. It is also naturally present in many fruits and vegetables, including grapes. However, when quercetin is metabolized in conjunction with alcohol, it can create some problematic side effects. Now, in your bloodstream, your body converts quercetin to a different form called quercetin glucuronide, and in that form, it can block the metabolism of alcohol. As a result, red wine drinkers can end up accumulating a toxic side product called acetaldehyde. It's interesting, that's also part of reason why a person can have a hangover. A buildup of acetaldehyde leads to flushing, nausea, and headaches, including migraines. A related concern is that about 40% of the East Asian population has an enzyme that is less efficient in clearing acetaldehyde, which can allow it to build up in the system more readily for those folks. As the study co-author Morris Levin put it, we postulate that when susceptible people consume wine with even modest amounts of quercetin, they can develop headaches, particularly if they have a pre-existing migraine or another primary headache condition. Dr. Levin is a professor of neurology and director of the Headache Center at the University of California, San Francisco. Levels of quercetin can vary dramatically in red wine. As one study co-author explained, quercetin is produced by the grapes in response to sunlight. If you grow grapes with the clusters exposed, such as they do in Napa Valley for their Cabernets, you get a much higher level of quercetin. In some red wines, it can be 4 to 5 times higher. Also, in comparison, red wines have around 10 times more flavonols like quercetin than white wines. Levels of quercetin will also differ depending on how the wine is made, including skin contact during fermentation, the finishing process, and aging. Next, let's talk about the benefits and concerns about quercetin as a supplement. Quercetin is a powerful antioxidant used as adjunct supportive therapy in the treatment of cancer, allergic conditions, inflammation, arthritis, and cardiovascular disorders. It can reduce platelet aggregation or the peroxidation of lipids. It can enhance the biogenesis of mitochondria and also assist with blocking viral replication. Specific to migraine, it can also help stabilize the cells that release histamine in the body, which can reduce a potential inflammatory root cause for migraines. However, the bother of taking quercetin could outweigh its benefits if it inhibits the metabolism of alcohol, with the resulting acetaldehydes promoting a migraine headache. With this in mind, here are some key concepts to consider. 1, if you find that taking supplemental quercetin worsens your migraines, you may want to reduce the dose or discontinue it entirely. 2, consider that taking supplemental quercetin could add to your flavonoid total if you also drink red wine or eat vegan. 3, if you enjoy a red wine, consider a varietal with lower flavonoid content. This following list of reds starts with the highest relative flavonoid level, which would be the Syrahs, has more than Cabernets, more than Petit Syrah, more than Pinot Noir, more than Merlot, or Zinfandels. And I did not find the Malbecs listed, but most likely they are near the top of the flavonoid content list. Number 4, for my natural migraine relief class members, if you have excess histamine as a factor promoting your migraines, the course discusses common symptoms of histamine excess related to migraines and several measures to manage this. See Lesson 7 for more details. For any of you listening, you can learn more about your migraine root cause factors and specific non-drug interventions at my online course, Natural Migraine Relief for Women. The pros and cons of flavonoids as a factor in migraine is only one of over 90 potential non-drug interventions we discuss, as we use the one-of-a-kind migraine action plan to identify and triage the best options for your situation. If you're not a course subscriber, look to naturalmigrainerelief.online for more information on how you can find and personally triage the best non-drug therapies to relieve your migraine headaches. Also, remember to subscribe to my Substack blog to get regular postings. You can go there to naturalmigrainerelief.substack.com. I'll be back with you next week for another edition of FAQs on natural migraine relief, and I'll look forward to talking with you then.